Previously on NYPD Blue.
What's the matter? Come on. 15 squad to Central K. Have an ambulance and a 4-5 supervisor respond to 8412 Fordham Road, forthwith. We have a DOA.
Last time I saw him, we fought.
You did everything you could for him.
I turned him away.
This has nothing to do with you, John.
Yeah.
Mourn for him, grieve for him, but don't take on the guilt.
It's a little strange for me. I'm sure it is for you. I'm sorry. I know this is wrong, but I just don't have any fight left in me anymore. I love you. Keep making me proud.
This is real fresh. Uniform was right around the corner when this jumped off.
Yeah, DOA is Kenneth Williams, one in the chest.
Witnesses? They're saying they didn't see anything, but when uniform rolled up, this guy, a local dealer, was trying to wheel away, and she was standing there stunned with a bag of garbage in her hand.
Yeah, uniforms also spotted a black female running this way. We got a description, so we'll check it out.
Why don't you take the girl? I got him.
Thought he was taking a week.
Hey.
Hey.
I was going stir crazy. Boss said it's okay to get back to work. What we got?
DOA's Kenneth Williams, possible witness.
Take him?
Lead the way.
Hi.
Hey, I just need to get back into it.
Haven't spoken in 3 days. It's a rough time.
What's your name?
Clifton Shaw.
What'd you see?
Nothing.
This your regular spot?
No?
Yeah, it is. And you saw what happened, or you went to the truck and away?
I was dozing.
Yeah, we tossed that chair. We gonna find a stash?
Something. Rolled up with a gun, looking to check out my boy Todd and some dudes he was with. Todd got the jump on him
And shot him?
Let me finish, please. Got the jump on him, wrestled him, and the gun went off in the scuffle.
Where'd Todd go?
No idea.
And the buddies?
No idea.
How about the DOA's gun?
Didn't see.
This wouldn't be you lying to protect your boy, Todd.
Man, you asked what I saw and I told you.
Because if we start hearing a different account, we're coming back.
Ooh, don't scare me now.
Hey, asshole.
Todd's last name and where he lives.
Grady, and I don't know.
What's he look like?
Black. Tall, light-skinned dude with chin whiskers. And your boy needs to chill his ass out.
Shut up, asshole.
You didn't notice anyone sitting there.
I was carrying out a bag of garbage when I heard the shot.
You see who fired?
I ducked down and I didn't look up for like a minute, and then all I saw was the guy lying there and the cop showed up.
Reagan Baldwin radio. The guy saw a black male sprint around the corner that said he was Todd Grady. He said that Grady lives at 1203 Ridge Street.
Hey, who's Todd Grady?
It could be the shooter.
Hey, Mr. Grady, if you're there, we just want to talk to you.
Let's check with the neighbors.
Todd? Todd Grady?
Grady.
God!
Oh, my God.
You'll be okay, kid. Just hold on. 15 squad to Central K.
Go ahead, 15.
Have an ambulance respond forthwith to 1203 Ridge.
Maywood Jones, you all right?
We're okay. What happened? Who shot? Who fired? Both of us.
There's a bullet through the wall here.
It's one of yours?
I don't know, probably. Central, put a rush on the ambulance. We got a serious bleeder.
Copy that, 15.
Back inside, man.
Kid's in surgery. Prognosis going in where it's guarded, which could land on either side of the fence.
Anything on the cameras?
No one saw it. Yeah, what about the old lady who poked her head out the door?
All she saw was us standing over the kid.
With guns in our hands.
She recognized him?
Theodore Lawson. Lives in the building.
How old?
13.
15 squad supervisor on the air.
15 squad supervisor. Go ahead.
Look, Connie and Rita are scouring the building. We'll find this Grady.
What the hell was this guy doing pulling a gun on us? Wasn't he the one getting robbed this morning?
That's debatable.
DOA on Oliver. Call Connie and Rita, have them respond.
15 squad at hospital, 15 squad at base.
Wheelchair to cardiology check out. Wheelchair to cardiology check out.
Kid died.
They get a slug out of him?
It's on its way to ballistics.
So it's intact, enough for comparison.
Appeared to be. I need your guns. Head back down the squad. Don't do a thing till you hear from me.
And don't talk to anybody.
But the kid's parents been contacted.
The father, get going. Dig up everything you can on this Grady, and I don't care what it takes. Get him in.
Hey, we found him.
Occupant on his way to work. That's his puke.
Hey, do you recognize him? Any idea how long he's been here?
I was in all night past 8, and he wasn't there then. Is he really,
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna be sick again.
Why don't you wait across the street?
I heard about the shooting this morning. 8-year-old kid?
More like 13. Any wounds?
A little cut on the back of his head. Past that, nothing.
ID?
Yeah, it's a Frank Malvoy in Queens. He's a little out of his neighborhood.
The guys in the sector see anything?
They went around this block 10 times, didn't see a thing. Is it true the kid got up through the wall?
Would you mind keeping an eye on him?
Sure.
It's gonna be a long day.
Any of the chief of detectives on the phone? Any word from ballistics?
Nothing yet.
Where's everybody?
Detective Medavoy is with the duty captain. Detective Jones is writing up his notes in interview 3, and the rest are on their way in. And this is Reverend Harrison Walker to see you.
First Pentecostal on Rivington, Lieutenant. Have you got a minute regarding this shooting?
Literally 1 minute. Chief of these as soon as you can.
I'm here on behalf of Jermaine Lawson, father of Theodore Lawson, the boy who was killed today.
Please have a seat.
He's got some questions, understandably. And any information I can pass on would be helpful.
We're early in the investigation, but it looks like the boy was an innocent bystander.
Shot through a wall.
That's right.
Rumor is the bullet came from the gun of a white cop.
That's not a rumor to float lightly, Reverend.
Doesn't come from me. But I do need it to be confirmed or denied.
Because this could become something that has no reason being.
People want to know.
So this isn't you looking to stir something up for publicity?
A grieving father came to me with other scared and frustrated parishioners. I need to give them facts.
We don't know whose bullet it was yet.
Do you know how many bullets were fired?
From my detectives, 2 apiece.
And from the perpetrator?
We're not sure. I have to take this, Reverend.
Better folks get information from me than rumors on the street.
I'll keep you up to speed. Yes.
What's going on?
He's on the phone with the chief of D's. I didn't know you were back so soon.
I was going to stir crazy. I got some info on High Grady. Sorry I didn't call you back the last couple of days.
I was just calmed off for my health.
Yeah, it turned out to be easier taking care of this stuff myself.
We should talk soon.
What do we got on Grady?
2 possession callers, another for sales, and a caller for assault, but no outstanding warrants.
Where do we find him?
On 2 of his collars, he was bailed out by LaShonda Harris. Long sheet for pros and heroin. We showed her photo to the cop who was first on the crime scene. He saw her running off.
Yeah, P.O. says she gets her methadone on D in an hour.
Anything on the DOA, Kenneth Williams?
Another citizen just did a year for dealing.
Is there any connection between him and this Grady?
None so far.
Where are you guys?
DOA's Frank Malvoy. Pay stub in his pocket from Lancer Trucking. A coworker said they went out boozing last night. Frank split off to see his girlfriend, Helen Kolodner. Lives in Park Slope.
No answer at her place, but a neighbor says the cops were there last night.
She lives in Brooklyn. He's dead on the Lower East Side. It's 5 miles.
No explanation. The cops who responded to the girlfriend's place are on their way in.
Lieutenant? Ballistics on 3.
He's on with ballistics.
Greg, Bolden.
It was Jones's bullet.
Son of a bitch.
Better him than Meadow Boy.
Not for Jones.
I'm saying it's better all around it's a black cop. But yeah, not for Jones. Anyone had done the same. Don't let it get you down.
Oh, where are you going, LaShonda?
I can't lose my place in line.
She'll be back. Where were you this morning?
Getting ready for work. I got a job.
You weren't on the street with Todd Grady?
Hell no.
We got a witness put you there, LaShonda. A cop.
Line's moving.
Okay, you know what? She's distracted. Let's talk at the station house.
Todd owes me money. I went to get it. He wouldn't give it up. I split.
Talk about the shootout.
I didn't see it. I swear. I heard it over my shoulder, looked back, saw something going down, and did not want to get involved, so I split.
What'd you see going down?
Just Todd and his little pile of idiots running out of the street.
And Kenneth Williams on the ground.
That's who it was?
How do you know?
From the past. He's been in jail the last year.
Any reason to think he might have come by to try and rip Todd off?
Only if somebody scooped out his brain and put a turd inside.
Explain that.
Todd's on his stoop. He's dealing, and if he's dealing, there's guns around. Kenny know that. Also, since Kenny got sprung, I heard he was clean.
So what was Kenny doing then?
Maybe same as me, looking to get his money.
So they got an old beef, Todd and Kenny?
Kenny was a dealer. Todd took a piece of his turf without paying no tribute. They was gonna battle over it, but Kenny got pinched. Now, can I please get back online?
Who was with Todd in the street?
Cost you $20.
Get in the car.
Dante Kelly's the only one I know, okay? Can I take care of myself now, please? I don't need your damn money. Take it anyway.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Is it Baldwin Jones shot that kid this morning?
Yeah,
My old partner knows him from the academy. You gonna get jammed up?
still pretty fresh.
Did you guys handle a job at 234 16th Street last night? Telling Clodner's residence?
Domestic dispute, but nobody there and nobody'd seen him.
Them being
Helen and her boyfriend, Frank.
Malvoy.
any details on the dispute?
Frank was drunk again, yelling, breaking furniture. But again, no one was home.
You got a callback number from the dispatcher?
They're pretty busy, so guess we should have checked up again, but this isn't the first time we've responded there. Their problem?
Frank Malvoin turned up DOA in our precinct.
Yeah, huh?
He was a nasty drunk.
Well, during any of your visits to the girlfriend's place, you ever hear anything about Frank having business on the Lower East Side?
Is that where you got it?
Oliver Street. That ever come up?
Sorry, no. Never came up. Hey, the job can't give him much for a mistake, right? Jones, I mean.
Like I said, it's still pretty fresh.
Well, we're done. So, thanks for your time.
We turned from the door to talk to Grady's neighbors when I saw Grady turn the corner.
Where was Detective Meadowboy?
Behind me. I called to Grady, who turned in the direction he came in. He went around the corner and came back a second later with a gun.
That's when you fired.
2 shots.
And your partner?
I think he also fired twice.
What kind of gun did Perp have on him?
It looked like an automatic.
Your partner said revolver.
All I saw was a gun.
Did you hit the Perp?
I don't know. There wasn't a blood trail.
The boy around the corner, did you know he was there?
Of course not.
So that shot was simply errant?
I mean, I fired twice. I didn't just spray the hall with bullets.
Still, you couldn't have been aiming for the wall.
Now, I've been thinking about this, and when Grady turned the corner, I followed his natural path.
So you aimed to shoot through the wall?
No, I'm saying instinctively, I might have followed his trail.
So that'd be awfully James Bond shooting a guy through a wall.
Yeah, which I said I didn't try to do. It just...
I'm not trying to frustrate you, Detective.
I wasn't being fancy or careless. It was an accident.
How far from the Perp were you when you fired?
25 feet.
How's your vision?
It's perfect. Why?
I need to know how certain you are that the Perp had a gun in his hand.
100%.
All right.
What, is there some question?
Not from me. But you and your partner described different guns. The Perp never fired, and the gun hasn't been recovered.
He brought the gun up and aimed at me.
Got it.
Dante Kelly?
Possession callers, sales callers, warrant for parole violation.
Address over on Stanton. We're gonna go sit on it.
Good
both do it left, right, sitting. You all right?
How'd it go?
What kind of gun you see in Grady's hand?
I thought it was a revolver.
That's all automatic.
Didn't the ME get a 38 slug out of Williams?
That's what they thought at first. But an hour ago, crime scene found a 9mm casing in the gutter.
Maybe it was a 9.
No, maybe we should have got our story straight.
I just didn't get that good a look at it.
But you did see a gun.
Of course I did.
I'll grab some water and we'll head out.
What, Midway? You didn't see a gun?
Backing him up, that was the right thing to do.
Did I jam us up with the discrepancy on the gun?
Just be vague from now on.
You're Jones?
Yeah. Can I help you?
Just putting a face with a name.
Here, go on. What do you need, Reverend?
A moment of your time. First thing, Lieutenant, I want you to know that I am very pro-police.
What's on your mind?
When people shout excessive force, I say, spend a day in a cop's shoes, see what they see.
We appreciate that.
And people generally listen. But questions are coming up. And without answers, I'll lose my credibility. Is it true Todd Grady was robbed prior to being shot at by your detectives?
The source for that was Grady's drug-dealing associate.
Do you have evidence to refute it?
Not yet, but we will.
It's also circulating that Todd Grady never fired a shot at your police.
No, but he did aim a gun at him.
I've heard that Grady may never have had a gun on him at all.
Don't know who you got that from, but that's a lie.
Tell me that you can prove it.
So far, all I have is the word of my detectives.
People are talking to Jermaine Lawson about calling the press, calling in a team of lawyers. If I have to stand in front of that wave, I need your word that Detective Jones didn't do wrong.
You haven't.
Again, thank you for your time.
All the relatives gone? There were only a few. Pretty distant.
You been talking to anybody about what happened?
Like Shrink?
Anybody?
Not really.
Not Ortiz?
I've been handling things myself. That guy doesn't have dreads, but that's a shady-looking roster.
I got my eye on him. She's a decent girl, Ortiz.
Never said she wasn't.
I'm just saying, consider letting her help.
With what, Andy? Huh? The unpaid bills he left? Or the questions from the insurance company?
Sure.
Or how about the house I gotta put on the market now because I can't step foot in it again? Or should I have called her the day we found him? Because after the ME took the body away, I had a hell of a time trying to find someone to come over and clean the blood off the walls and floor. Self-centered, spineless asshole. Didn't think for a second what he was leaving behind. And no, I can't share it with anybody because the second I start talking about it, I want to smash something. And that's not a real roster, man. That asshole's wearing a wig. Hey, where you going? Get your hands up! Hands up! Don't move, we won't shoot!
Man, I can't move. I'm stuck.
What are you running for, Dante?
I thought you were somebody else.
CIA, Al Qaeda, or just a Rasta
man,
cops?
can you please get me out of here?
Where were you this morning?
Look, man, I didn't shoot Kenny Williams. Ah! God, come on, man, it hurts.
All right, now that you brought it up, how'd Kenny wind up shot?
I talked to Todd Grady about that.
Since Todd's not likely to be honest, why don't we get your side first?
Look, I got nothing to say until I see a lawyer. You want to know who killed Kenny? Talk to Todd. Now, please get me out of here. Now, can you help me, please? Man, this ain't funny. Come on, man.
John, push.
All right. Appreciate it.
Shut up. You all right?
A grave injustice has been done to this man, Jermaine Lawson, father of 13-year-old Theodore Lawson. Mr. Lawson believes that his son Theodore left the apartment in order to buy medication from a local pharmacy.
Turned for the worse.
He found himself trapped
What's she doing
between
here?
Todd Grady,
And this
a man
guy?
now known to be an innocent victim of robbery.
Yeah, you don't want to be looking at me, asshole.
Hey, am I gonna be on TV?
Shut your mouth.
Come on.
Mr. Shaw saw Todd Grady robbed this morning prior to being fired upon by police. Eleanor Hewitt was on the scene seconds after the shooting and never saw Todd Grady with a gun.
She poked her head out after he was gone.
From these eyewitnesses, our only conclusion can be that Theodore Lawson, an honor student with dreams of being a school teacher, was gunned down in an act of negligence and excessive force.
The Reverend's sold out.
Yeah, we'll get that old lady and she'll recant everything she said.
And that dickhead in the wheelchair, threaten him with perjury, he'll fold.
Meantime, the news is going to play this over every 10 minutes.
I just got an anonymous call. Someone's saying talk to the Chinese girl. She saw it.
Who's this?
We talked to a girl who works in a Chinese restaurant near the crime scene. Gave us a decent story.
We need a credible account of what happened this morning. Talk to the girl, lean on her if you have to.
Connie, our DOA's girlfriend showed up. And, Lieutenant, there's people here for you.
All right, B.
All right, get going, everyone. Don't worry. Yeah.
Take a seat, Mrs. Gladner.
What's going on out front? It's a madhouse. Sorry about that. Let's get to why you're here. Your card said urgent. What's urgent?
We got some questions about Frank Melvoin.
Oh, my God. What did he do now?
Was he with you last night?
Part of it.
Tell us what happened.
He came over drunk, then he hit my liquor and he got more drunk. Then he wanted to screw and I told him to go to hell. It got him violent. Did you call the police on him? He smashed the dinette and gave me a pop on the chin, so yeah, I called the cops. Where'd he go then? With the cops.
You were there when the police showed up?
Yeah, they calmed Frank down and they took him away.
Did the police arrest Frank?
I asked them not to. I begged. Frank's not so bad when he's sober, and he helps with my rent. So I begged. What'd they look like, the cops? A black fella and a white guy. What's the problem?
We got two different stories here. Are you sure this was last night?
I might take a drink or two, but I got my facilities. Am I in some kind of trouble? Only if you're lying. I swear on the Bible, they came and took Frank.
Did they say where they were taking him?
To chill out. He wasn't under arrest. They were just gonna take him somewhere to chill out. I swear to God. Swear to God. Is Frank okay? Helen, we've got some bad news.
Miss Lou, we need a minute.
I'm working.
She needs to talk to us, so you watch and register.
I already told you I didn't see anything.
That information says you did.
I had my back turned and then I ducked.
All right, you know this guy, Todd Grady?
No,
He deals drugs on that stoop every day. You don't recognize him at all.
we don't pay much attention to them.
Because if you did, they'd firebomb you?
We looked into it and found out you got torched last year.
It's random.
You afraid if you talk, they'll do it again?
I didn't see anything.
Do you realize stonewalling us just keeps a killer on the streets?
And a decent cop's career rests on it.
I wish I could help you.
Miss Lou, if you don't help us, word on the street will be that you did.
You tell them?
That you cooperated with the police.
Bomb us again.
No, they can't if they're in jail.
What's it gonna be?
One who was killed. He wasn't doing anything.
What happened?
The light-skinned guy with a goatee walked up, shot him, and ran.
So this guy, Todd Grady, killed him for no reason.
And then he ran and he pointed the gun at me.
We'll do everything we can to keep you and your family out of it.
Helen Kolodner says he came to her place last night and left with her boyfriend, Frank Melvoin.
Don't look at him, look at us. You didn't think we talked to her?
We hope the case is clear without you having to.
Well, we did.
Oh, God.
What happened last night?
We got there and she begged us not to lock him up.
She was crying her eyes out.
You know he smacked her.
She was begging.
It doesn't matter, it's a must arrest.
Start with when you got to the apartment.
Malvoin had busted her table. Woman had a bag of ice on her face, crying.
And he gave it up pretty easy, so it seemed like he was calming down.
Right, and because she was begging us, we said we'd take care of it outside the system.
Where'd you take him?
Henry and Pike.
4 blocks from where we've been canvassing.
Did you ever put your hands on him?
Not at all.
How'd he hit his head?
He was fine when we dropped him off.
We had nothing to do with that.
If you did, now's the time to get in front of it.
I swear, when we put him on the street, he was fine.
Then why'd you lie before?
We'd already put the job back as gone on arrival. And since we dropped him off healthy, we didn't think it was worth the hassle.
Well, if you'd been honest with us up front, we never would have thought of giving you one. Henry and Pike, you sure?
Southwest corner. There's a bar there.
You left an angry drunk in front of a bar.
They were closed.
We looking at a major problem here?
For now, worry about staying available.
Got your message.
Saw your news conference.
Yes.
Couldn't find it in you to fight the tide.
With the camera lights draw you like a moth.
I honestly believe you have questions to answer.
But you don't have the patience to wait for him?
We have a witness who saw Todd Grady Do cold-blooded murder this morning.
I have one who says he was robbed.
Ours ain't a dope dealer with a cop bullet in the spine. This is a legit witness.
Grady and Kenneth Williams had an old beef. Grady settled it and ran off with a gun in his hand.
Same gun he aimed at our colleague. Same gun that we recovered out of a dumpster 2 blocks from Grady's building with Grady's prints on it.
Eleanor Hewitt, the old woman, saw Grady wasn't armed.
The old woman didn't see anything. She came out after the fact.
You backed the wrong horse, Reverend. You want to make up for it? Take us to Todd Grady.
How would I know where he is?
Find out.
I know where his mother's staying. I'll see if she knows.
Then get moving.
You lied to a holy man.
I'll live.
You following him or you sitting here talking?
Giving him a lead.
That's enough lead. Go.
What is this?
What the hell?
What is this?
I didn't do nothing.
Did you follow me
We'll
here?
talk about it at the station house.
Don't let him take me, Reverend. They'll kill me.
You talk to him. I'm in the room.
You had your chance to do the right thing, Reverend. You blew it. It's our turn now. Out of the way. Come on.
I'll be right down there.
Reverend?
So I think I know why I'm here, and I'm glad you called me in. Last night outside McDuffie's, right?
We heard you left around closing time. We got a report of an incident around it.
Right. I was assaulted. That guy assaulted me.
Well, tell us what happened.
I'm coming home from work, where I've been steady the last 6 months.
Since you got out of jail.
Steady and paying my bills every month. So my friend called, was having troubles at home, wanted to talk. I said McDuffie's, but I didn't drink, just club soda.
Yeah, you were being a good guy. Let's move ahead to the assault.
So I'm heading home. This guy runs into me, shoves me, calls me asshole.
Put your hands on him?
I shoved him out of the way, he fell on his ass.
Did his head hit the ground?
Maybe. But like I said, I'm stone sober, he's wasted, he ran into me.
What happened then?
Got up, called me an asshole again, he walked away.
Was he bleeding from his head when he walked away?
No. Maybe a little. I don't know what this guy's saying, but he assaulted me. What's he saying?
He's dead, Pete. Brain hemorrhage.
From falling down?
From being pushed.
No. No, he ran into me.
He wound up dead.
No, I've been keeping clean. I've been working, paying my bills. I'm not out looking for trouble anymore.
Well, you need to put that in your statement.
Oh my God, I never even hit the guy. I wasn't even drinking. I quit drinking.
Put that in too.
I got a witness who saw it. We left together.
Bartender said you left alone, and you were alone all night.
He wouldn't say nothing on account of we're friends. She's married. I'm married. You get it?
And this person saw you get attacked. Her name.
Could you just take my word for it? I mean, if her husband finds out... Oh, my God.
Pete, you're looking at a manslaughter charge. That's prison time. Her name.
Lois Carmichael.
Where can we find her?
Holding me in for nothing. Firing shots at me. I got the people on my side, fellas. And y'all gonna get bit.
People, huh? Sit down. You forget about what happened with Kenneth Williams this morning?
I defended myself.
From Kenny, who was living clean and holding down a job on his way to see his sister and baby nephew a block away from where you walked up and shot him?
He tried to rob me.
Well, our reliable, perfect eyesight, no criminal history witness says different.
Oh, what, you thought your tough guy rep was gonna keep people quiet?
Let's start tallying up the scorecard here. Killing Kenny Williams, that's a big check on the negative side.
Another one's Theodore Lawson getting killed.
You cop shot him?
You were sprinting from a crime and pulled a gun on police? That means you killed him.
2 innocent guys dead in your path. And you pull a gun on cops, big checks against you.
See, the thing to do now is start putting checks in the positive column. Things that'll help you out of trial and fool a judge into thinking you gave a damn.
Hell, you tally him up, you got a good shot at doing minimal time. You want to hear how?
Williams had a long sheet. You had a prior beef. I mean, there's an argument that you thought he was still gunning for you.
And raising that gun at cops, it was the heat of the moment. You made a mistake, you feel awful about that innocent kid getting killed.
I got the people on my side.
No, the people in here. Just us. Who got a witness. Get inside.
Good luck at trial.
Hey! Hey! Hey, damn it! Just curious. How's it work if that kid wasn't so innocent? That positive or negative?
Like he was involved?
Like he was holding my gun. Like that was his job for me.
That's the right direction. But we need to get the whole picture first, from the street to the hallway.
I'm on the stoop doing my thing. See Kenny Williams roll up. Now you say he's going to his sister's. I say he gunning for me.
I turned to Lawson and said, give me the piece.
He's a minor. He gets busted with it. It's a slap on the wrist.
I mean, y'all got him shot in his communion suit with a Bible in his hand. Kid was a thug.
Keep going.
So I move up on Kenny, because like what they say in football, best defense is a good offense.
Sort of, yeah. So you drop Kenny.
And hit the road. Lawson behind me. We run around the corner of my building, down the alley, sit cool a while. Then when the sirens die down, we head up to my place to stash the piece. I keep it with me at home for protection.
So now you're going to stash the piece. Who's holding it?
Lawson. But I turn the corner, there's your boys. I turn back, Lawson got the gun out. I grab it, figured blast shit and slow him down, but man, they fast.
Well, they were probably under the impression that you might actually use it to kill him.
Yeah, I can see that. So, what I said, positive or negative?
We'll put all that in the positive column, but you want to go big, you tell us where you're keeping the gun.
Freezer where y'all grab me up. Now that's like 6 in the positive column, 2 negative. Maybe I won't do no time at all?
You ready to come out and tally all this up?
I owe you both an apology.
You can let yourself out, Reverend.
Heard you called the guy who killed Frank Malvoin.
Frank picked a fight with the patron at the bar where you dropped him off.
We thought the bar was closed.
It was closing. The patron was leaving for the night. Frank shoved him.
The patron was drunk?
Sober.
So we got Frank Malvoin killed? Is that where we're going?
Hard to deny he put the ball in motion.
How many years you got on the job?
6. 3.
You're not that green. If it's a must arrest, how could you not?
We thought we were using our judgment.
You had a drunk, violent guy who smacked his girlfriend, and you drop him in front of a bar. That's your judgment?
The guy who fought with Malvoin, is he locked up?
The bar patron had a witness who corroborated that Frank picked the fight. Gonna go to the grand jury, and he'll probably get a walk.
That's good. And us? He's gonna cost us our jobs?
Depends how clear it is you screwed up.
I think it's pretty clear we blew it.
If we kept your side out of it, and you ran your mouths, we could get flopped back to uniform.
That wouldn't happen.
Beat it.
We owe you one.
Todd finished writing?
Yeah, they get into central booking. I'm gonna head down with him.
Rough day.
Got it right.
Way to hang in there.
I appreciate you backing me up this morning.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean about the gun. You never saw it, did you?
I know you, Baldwin. I didn't have to see it to know he had one.
Thanks, Greg.
See you tomorrow, partner. Night, counselor.
Night, Greg. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm all right. You know what time to do at the grand jury tomorrow?
9, and you have nothing to worry about.
I know.
You're not acting like it.
I got an image in my head I can't get rid of.
Why don't you let me take you out?
I'm not in the mood. You know, cops' worst nightmare is killing an innocent person. Or worse, killing a kid.
If he was an innocent kid, he would have been in school. He had a gun on him. He was a criminal.
Criminal or not, 13-year-olds need luck to get right in life.
That's true, but you can't beat yourself up over doing your job.
You're right.
Come home with me. I'll make you dinner. We'll drink some wine. Let me take your mind off the day.
Come on.
Cleaning up?
Yeah, I let the place slide last week. And guess why?
It's a lot to deal with. Funeral, family. I could have helped out.
I didn't see the point of us both being miserable.
People who are together help each other through things like this. John, what's going on?
A lot, Rita. You know that.
But where do I fit in? Or do I?
I haven't thought about it.
Sure you have.
I just can't share this.
Because you don't trust me? Or because you don't love me anymore? Because, this isn't just about your dad. It's been creeping up.
I've had a lot going on recently.
And you kept it all to yourself, bottled up, just like this.
Because this is how I handle things.
You want to be with me. And I get the feeling you don't.
I wish I felt the way that you want me to, but I just can't.
Then be straight with me and be honest. I'm not a kid. I can handle it.
Then maybe it's a good idea if we stop seeing each other for a while. I'm sorry.
I guess it's a relief to get it out.
Yeah.
We gonna be okay at work?
I'll do what you want if that means transfer.
No. I'm fine. We'll be fine. I'm gonna go.
Next to more 4, we enter into the quarterfinals to find the